me?
Professional, yes sir. Dang, okay, bro. So you're like just starting this whole journey, right?
I am. Full time I'm starting it.
Tough. Hold on. Tell everybody who you are, what your name is.
Alright, this is Kenny at Kenwardii on YouTube. That's Kenward, 2 I's on YouTube.
Put the link in the description.
Of course. I resell full time. Yes, sir.
Tough. All right, so you just recently went full time, right?
I did. I was doing it like by myself, working full time at the bank, you know, for some time, like several months, and I made the jump about a week ago to doing it full time.
Everybody clap it up for Kenwardii. No, that's tough, bro. Like, that's always the goal, is to, like, you know, end up quitting the job and jumping in.
For sure.
It's kind of scary though, right?
It is, especially because it's like going from getting the steady paycheck every 2 weeks, to then it's like it's all on you.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was my big thing in the beginning too.
Just jumping ship and not having that.
Yeah, that paycheck, bro. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I still haven't made any money, and I'm like
really
X amount of months in. So I just think, like, I don't think you'll have that issue because you already have things set up.
Right.
But like, yeah, that's just the entrepreneurship lifestyle. But I feel like this, like, when you're in entrepreneurship, you get bigger checks opposed to consistent one. Like, not consistent, but monthly.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's good though. Even if you're not like necessarily making what you want yet, it kind of lights a fire under you. Like, now you have to.
Exactly.
You have to perform.
And the beautiful thing about it is, as you're working in this, you're building a machine for yourself.
Right.
So obviously you won't be getting paid monthly, but eventually you will be.
Of course.
And then it'll turn into bigger and bigger monthly checks.
Right.
Like, you feel me?
Yeah, just like you said, it's not like steady, but they're, you know, higher amounts.
Exactly.
Right.
There's just a threshold, I feel like, in entrepreneurship.
Wow, so?
Okay, so the threshold is you're used to a monthly check for going to work. For one, going to work, and two, not putting your all into something, right? Because you just have to show up at a job, please.
Right.
In your own business, I found for me, there was a learning curve as far as showing up for myself, even on the weekends, because I was working at Mazda and I would work on Saturdays. And then in the beginning of me starting my wholesale business, I struggled working on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So I was like, why can't I show up for myself like I did for Mazda?
Right.
So there's that. Two, doing the work and not seeing an immediate result for it. So it feels like you're kind of running in circles.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to train your brain and build a mindset where it's like, I understand I'm in this for the long run, and I'm not looking for that quick check.
It's not that instant gratification.
Exactly. So that's the threshold. If you can stay consistent and bash through that little that membrane, you'll be great, bro.
I think so. I think you said it right there, like consistency, like that is everything.
Exactly.
If you can just stay consistent, like you said, it's not gonna, you know, rear its head at first, but over time, of course, you know.
Exactly.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Exactly. Exactly. So before you left, right, did you have like some savings that you put aside, or did you just
Well, yeah, it got to the point where, because I was doing both at the same time, like I was able to save pretty much like my entire paycheck, like the last like 2 months working at the bank.
Okay.
So yeah, I was cool there. But like you said, I have stuff set up to where I can pay my bills, but then also just strictly focus on trying to scale this thing,
right,
and make it bigger.
Right, because you told me you're only working 4 hours a day for that one guy.
Yeah, I'm just doing 4 hours Monday through Saturday, actually, from like 10 to 12, and then or 10 to 2, sorry. But then after that, it's just it's me, it's my time.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you're a weekend. Have you had more time to allocate towards your business?
I have, and I thought it was just gonna be sweet. Like I could kind of, because I have like a decent amount of stuff up on my eBay, so I thought it would be sweet. But I actually got hit with, so on eBay they have seller levels. They have top rated, above standard, and below standard.
Okay.
And I literally fell to below standard like as I'm leaving the bank. And it's basically like eBay jail.
Okay.
So they'll move your listings like way down on the search impressions.
Wow.
So less people see them.
Wow.
You can't like promote your listings, which also gets it in front of more eyes. So basically your overall impressions goes down, and that affects your sales. So my sales have been not like slow, but way lower than what they were like prior to.
At the worst time ever too.
Yeah, just really, really bad timing. But that I've had to compensate for that, trying to list better items, title them better, pictures better.
Right. which is good.
It is good. I feel like it's kind of like it kind of came with its positives, even though it was kind of negative at first.
Right.
It came with its positives.
Right, for sure. So that's why I heard someone say like, winners never take L's, they just learn lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm a big believer in God, and anyone that watches me on YouTube, you guys always see me talking about God and everything like that. So my faith.
Sure.
So I feel like things happen for a reason, right? So the fact that that happened to you and you were put on that eBay jail is like, depending on how you look at it, that could strengthen you opposed to weaken you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you were weak-minded, which you're not, because I could tell the way you're moving. If you were weak-minded, you could have definitely been like, oh man, like I'm gonna just quit.
For sure.
But through that, you decided to get better and then enhance on things that you were not doing in a better situation, which is crazy to me.
And it's like you said that perfectly, because it's weird because eBay will give me like my stats or whatever, and just my overall traffic to my page and like my page views are at an all-time low.
Yeah.
But somehow my sales conversion rate and my click-through rate are at like an all-time high. So I'm converting like every single day, but it's just not at the rate that it could be if I have those, impressions. So
Right.
once I get that traffic back,
Exactly. You're gonna know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, exactly. That needed to happen.
For sure.
That's awesome. So let me ask you this: what got you on that list? What happened?
So it's again like a time thing, like me just not being able to allocate as much time as I would like to the business. Like people send offers, and something that I would always do is, okay, I'm about to accept the offer, like why not? And then I, work my shift or whatever at the bank. I get to the warehouse, the item it's not there, it's sold out. But me being there now, I can actually, don't accept it until I confirm it's there.
Right.
But I did that with too many items, and it put it's called the transaction defect rate.
Right.
You can't have it go above 2%, and mine's like it went up to like a 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I got you. So, like, basically, people were ordering stuff, and you were accepting that you were gonna ship it, but you didn't have it.
Yeah, but it's also stupid because something else that I learned was like you have like multiple reasons that you can select to cancel an order.
Yeah.
And one of them is item item is not in stock, and that's like the worst one you could pick. Like you can finesse it and just pick like buyer canceled, so you won't get penalized for it.
Right.
But I was just being, truthful, like, yeah, I didn't have it, and they penalized me for it. But like, I could have finessed around it, but I wasn't aware of that at the time. Now I am. So if that does happen again, which it shouldn't, because I'm there a lot more.
Right.
But again, I'm just learning stuff as I go.
So what are your systems as far as inventory? Like, do you guys have any system, or is it just literally you walk in and kind of have to see exactly?
So that's how it was for me working at the bank, because I wasn't in tune with Austin and Barry, what they were doing. But now that I am in tune, they have a seller champ. All of our platforms are listed, so we sell on Amazon, Walmart, and then Shopify. He has a Shopify, and then me and Austin do eBay. And so basically, it's called Seller Champ, like the platform that we use, and it has all of our channels in there. And you can create batches to upload like 70 listings, let's say, and it'll list them on each one of those platforms that I just mentioned.
Oh, that's hard.
But it also has like a catalog of your inventory. So if you want to check if something's in stock, you just have to scan the UPC code, and it'll tell you, if it's in stock or if it's not.
So someone went through, because I seen you were on FaceTime me the one time. You were walking through. Someone went through and scanned all that stuff.
For the most part, yeah. There's like most of it's in there. He has like other locations that he has stuff, so some stuff might not be in there. But if it's listed on my eBay, Austin's eBay, the Amazon or the Walmart, it is in there because we do cross list.
Right.
So that's very like crucial that it'll auto delete.
I'm saying right, like I know what a cross list is. So what is that? Is that what you just explained?
Yeah, it's basically you listing on multiple platforms, Amazon, Walmart.
Right.
But you only have a set number. So if you sell out on one, you sell out on Walmart, it'll remove it from eBay, Amazon.
Okay.
So you don't run the risk of selling it and you don't actually have.
And what's that website? What's that program?
It's called Seller Champ.
Seller Champ.
They have like a ton of different things to kind of manage multiple selling portals.
Right.
But that's just the one that we use.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So as soon as eBay sells, if you sell out of everything on eBay, it'll report back to Seller Champ, and Seller Champ will take it down on every other platform.
It'll just make it an inactive listing.
Tough.
Yeah.
That's very tough.
For sure.
That makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to like market that?
What do you mean?
Like, you have the listings on these platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that simply your marketing? You're just posting them on the platforms, or do you do something to like ads or like
That is an option, but that is an option to do. There's already like advertisements in place. Like if you sell on eBay, you can promote your listings, and that's basically eBay will take. You can set your promotion fee. eBay will take maybe 2% of. You can set it to like 2% of what you're selling. So if you're selling an item for $100, you can promote it, and eBay will take 2% only if it sells, and that's like what $20 is 2% of $100. So eBay would take $20 from your sale,
Yeah.
so you're left with $80. But then you have to factor in like shipping and just regular fees and everything. So you might not make as much.
Right.
But that's one way you could do it. Selling on Amazon and Walmart, it's kind of like promotion for it, by itself, just because you're selling on those platforms.
Right.
They're two really large platforms.
Right.
If you have a decent brand name, it's likely gonna move. The turnaround is like 2 weeks.
Right.
If it's a good brand.
Got you.
So nothing too crazy marketing wise.
Is there like, I don't know, because I'm trying to like relate everything to, I don't know too much about your industry, but I'm trying to relate it to like wholesale and and what I know about other businesses. But like, is it more like, is there a way you can incorporate like repeat business, or is it more like just new people coming through all the time?
I mean, you can. Again, with my traffic being as low as it is, I'm like doing things that I haven't been able to do with the traffic being high like it used to be. Like I think my traffic used to be like 1 million impressions.
Wow.
And now it's like 260,000.
A month?
Yeah, like in a 31-day period.
Oh, you used to have 1 million impressions? You used to touch 1 million people in 30 days?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's just because I have a lot of items. But yeah, it's down to like 260,000.
Oh, okay.
But to come back to your question, I've had like the most repeat buyers that I've had since I've been doing this month, which doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't really know why. I think I maybe just found a product that they were interested in, and I just kept I had like 5 of them, and I sold 2 of them to the same person, and I just kept reposting that same item, and they bought all of them like in the span of a week.
Wow.
But I don't really understand I don't really understand what happened there. Like, why did that cause that relationship to spur up?
That's interesting.
Yeah. But that's like the only case of repeat business.
That's interesting. So I remember we had a talk like on your porch one time, and I was asking you if you were able to like find the account owners, like the email or something like that.
Yeah.
So are you able to do that?
You can just basically see their eBay profile.
Does it have their email or some type of contact information?
If
or like a private message?
If they have it in there, you can DM them, of course. But if they have it in their like just their bio, I guess you would call it. Like some people put their information. Like I have, what I'm selling based out of PA, whoop whoop, all that information. So like if I reached out, that is perhaps a thing. Like I've had people reach out who are clearly other resellers, and they're like interested in like buying a whole, because he has like a lot of stock of certain brands, and people are like, oh, how much for all of,
Right,
like
they want to wholesale it.
Yeah, they want like a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
Like I've had people reach out about that, but
those actually could be good relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like they would be the wholesalers of whatever they're selling. You would sell it to them at bulk, but at a discount, like a slight discount.
Right.
Either way, you're getting rid of your inventory and you're getting paid.
Exactly.
For someone who does all the marketing, because that's what I do.
Right.
And that's what other wholesalers do. Like, wholesale is not just real estate. You can wholesale anything. Just means you're getting in a bulk. Like Walmart's a wholesaler, or like Sam's Club is a wholesaler.
Yeah.
So like, the great thing about your position though is you're not the wholesaler, which means you're the source.
Supplier.
So exactly. So like, you literally don't have to do. I don't want to say you don't have to do any marketing, but you don't have to do as much marketing because you just sell it all to the wholesaler. Now it's in his hands. Now he has to get rid of it.
Right.
He can market in however way, whatever he wants to do.
What he wants.
Exactly. He takes care of all that extra headache as far as marketing.
For sure.
And you just unload to the wholesaler. So that's cool.
I don't know. That's just interesting. Like you are the wholesaler. Like you don't mind taking that workload in per se.
No.
No.
No. Not at all. Because there's roles for everything, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, if you wanted to buy in bulk, he obviously had some type of business model or some type of plan to unload that bulk.
Okay.
Either
enough.
he was gonna learn, or I don't know what his situation might be, but either way, he had some type of
System in place.
right,
Okay.
or some type of a idea of a system. Like, it might not be as ironed out as a system, but it might have just been some type of like, all right, I'm gonna just buy in bulk and I'm gonna do this.
He has a direction.
Right, exactly.
I feel.
So like, yeah, you're just the supplier, sell to the wholesaler. That's what that seems like to me, and that seems pretty tough.
And it could be like, like you said, a repeat relationship. It could
What?
bring multiple deals.
For sure. What?
Sky's the limit.
That could be crazy.
For sure.
Like, the way I see it is, he's wholesaling. You just have that one guy that you always, not one guy, but you lock in with him.
Mm-hmm.
Sell bulk of inventory, you get paid, he does whatever. He probably knows a bunch of other wholesalers that are looking for different stuff.
Exactly.
Now you're the supplier. You're buying from business owners, which is the best people to sell to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all numbers. It's all simple.
Yeah.
They have their own systems. They're repeat. So when you're selling to a business owner, they already have, hopefully in a perfect world, they have an infrastructure set up to where they're just selling the inventory that they get off you.
Yeah.
So it's just a big machine. Like, they buy off you and they do whatever they do. They buy off you. Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I follow.
So that seems like a very good situation. Like,
I think so. It's just, again, like, I just have to wait till I get my seller level back to where it really be.
Yeah, facts.
And I think stuff will blossom from there.
That's tough, bro.
For sure.
So you still selling shoes and stuff?
Yeah. That's kind of what I allocate, like, the rest of the day to. Like, I kind of just do the home improvement stuff from 10 to 2. Like, the first thing I do when I wake up is list. And I will do my routine or whatever for the 4 hours. And then after that, like, I'm following up on deals from people that I hit up on Instagram or Facebook Marketplace the day before, trying to grab shoes. Just trying to keep the cash flow constant. Like,
Tough.
That's just the main thing.
That's it.
Just always trying to have transactions, money coming in, money coming out, just constant. So, again, we can just scale this thing.
Exactly. Yes, sir. I like that. Like, you're an intelligent entrepreneur, bro. Like, a lot of people don't get into entrepreneurship. And I hate that word. I don't know why.
What, entrepreneurship?
Yeah, it's cringy to me now.
Why?
Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur now.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't feel like everyone knows what that is.
They
like,
don't understand the definition.
yeah. Like, at least when I'm talking to you and you're talking about starting your own business or being an entrepreneur, you have the idea of, like, scaling that and making this become a system.
Yeah.
And, like, you use the word system, scale, like, you know what I mean? You have processes.
Yeah.
So you have that all in mind. You're working with that all in mind to building a business or a system.
For sure.
A lot of entrepreneurs nowadays are just self-employed.
That's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be on YouTube or I'll talk to people and they're like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like, what do you do? It's like, oh, I'm a lash tech, or I do X, Y, and Z. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not the end goal. Like, the end goal is to build a funnel or machine to just print money.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays, because it's so glammed out, they don't know, like, business.
Yeah.
Like, that you're supposed to build a machine, or you're supposed to be able to build something that works without you.
You just said it. That's something that I say to Austin all the time, and, like, we talk about, like, the goal ultimately is for this to be automated.
Exactly.
Like, we don't want to do anything.
Exactly. Hands off.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point.
That is the end goal for sure.
And if you talk to anyone, their definition of being, I mean, I guess it might be an entrepreneur. I guess, yes, they are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But, like, to be an entrepreneur, the best situation is to build a business.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs, they really don't have the goal in mind of building a business. They just have the goal in mind of being self-employed, not working for someone. But they don't understand that you still have a job.
Yeah. That's like step one in the process.
Exactly. You still have a job at the end of the day. You're still enslaved, not to someone else, but you're enslaved to yourself.
Yeah.
It's not the goal.
It's a multi-step plan.
Exactly. There's more after that. So that's why I enjoy these conversations that we have, because at least you have the idea of, like, scaling.
Yeah.
And stepping away from the business.
Definitely. Just because I'm blessed enough to be around someone who does this full time and who's in it, I'm able to learn from, obviously his successes, but more importantly, his mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think that information, just the information itself, like, no money, nothing, just the information strictly, it's just
there. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and he's putting you on a game, huh?
Nah, seriously. Even if he doesn't know it, just me strictly just spectating and observing, like, so much stuff. Like, Cause I'm not at where I want to be, like, in my business compared to his. But, like, I just have the foresight to see, okay, once I am this big, I know what I need to look out for.
Then.
You know, exactly. So, like, that is just so helpful now.
Exactly. And honestly, you can get there way quicker than he got there.
For sure.
He seems to be an older gentleman.
For sure.
And he's running an operation that's still, like, the way you explain it, still not super ironed out with the systems and everything, right?
It's not, yeah.
But he's balling.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Like, you can easily, I don't want to say easily in the aspect of, like, the work's going to be easy. But, I mean, you can cut in half the amount of time that he had to learn and get there.
Definitely. Like, I'm able to see, like, you know, how he's buying. First off, I don't even buy home improvement equipment.
Right.
But just dealing with it, I kind of know what is the valuable stuff and what to go for.
Right.
I know where he gets it, how he sells it.
Right.
Like, if he has to liquidate it because it's not selling online, I know where to go to sell that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, it's a area outside of shoes, but, like, I'm just so thankful that I have that information.
Yeah.
Because I've even been thinking, like, shit, once I scale this shoe stuff, I could look at him as a supplier if I want, and he could throw me a deal. I could buy him out, you know, and flip that myself.
Exactly. And what do you mean by that?
Like, I've seen him, you know, pretty much just bust a trap in his basement. Like, other local business owners will just come into his basement, and it's like their own private warehouse, and they'll just buy stuff from him, like, in bulk. And it's like, I could do that same thing.
Right. Yeah,
But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, man.
I feel like you're in a good position because, like, as far as I know, a lot of these businesses are just sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you're in a position where you see the sales, you see the marketing. His marketing might not be the craziest.
For sure, yeah.
But at least he has some type of infrastructure to, like, he's making money off the business. It's not, like, underwater as far as we know.
Yeah.
So, like,
I really just think it's the fact that, you know, Amazon and Walmart, like, those are just such big names. Like, they have millions of people on their sites every day. Like, I don't know, that's just the strength. But if you could implement marketing somehow, that could probably just make that process even easier.
When I say marketing, I don't mean, like, you guys are marketing. But you, like, when I say marketing, like, you guys have, like, step 1 out of X for, like, a marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Right? So you just stop at posting it on whatever. But, like, you guys could probably, I don't know anything, but just from the little knowledge I have about the stuff, like, you guys could probably do, like, other things, like, as far as, like, reaching out to different buyers, or, like, I don't know, I have no clue, but there's just more, like, steps that could be included in your marketing funnel.
No, I hear you.
Does that make sense?
That's just something that I'm not, like, researched on. Like, I'm just really more focused on just learning eBay. But that is definitely something that could be, you know.
And what do you mean by learning eBay?
Like, eBay it's kind of weird. It's almost like a pet.
Okay.
Like, you have to give eBay attention.
Exactly. And that's what I mean by a marketing strategy.
Go ahead, go on.
So you, like him, he just will post on eBay and let it go. You're looking at eBay as, how can I best utilize eBay to get my conversion rates up?
Yeah.
So you understand that eBay is like a pet. You have to take care of it.
Yeah.
Once you understand, after how many months, years, whatever it takes for you to understand how eBay works, you will then have a fine-tuned eBay strategy, marketing strategy.
Okay.
For how to market on eBay.
Okay. I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, where he just posts on eBay and just lets it go, you're playing around with eBay. You're finding that, okay, I need to have the listing look like this. I need to have the picture look like this. I need to have X, Y, and Z. That'll that'll eventually be your marketing strategy for eBay.
Okay, I got you. I was thinking of it more as just marketing it to people outside of eBay, maybe.
No.
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you're marketing by posting it on eBay. But that it just can't end there.
No, yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah. Like, I just noticed that if eBay really likes consistency. Like, I've listed every single day this month, because I always hear people say, if you list daily, eBay will reward you.
Yes.
And it's so true. Like, if they see, okay, Kenny posts 5 items every single day at
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw him this much traffic and let's see if he converts. Oh, he's
Right.
converting.
Right.
I'm gonna throw
Let's
him more
more
traffic
traffic,
because I know there's
exactly.
gonna be more items
Right.
every day at 9 a.m.
Right.
That's just something that I'm seeing just
Exactly.
now, and I've been doing this for a while.
Exactly. And that's tough that you say that because all they're doing is they have a marketing strategy for themselves. So like what I see them doing is you're the wholesaler.
Right.
They're the provider. So imagine if you had 5 or 6 wholesalers working under you and you figured out that John was selling more than Alex. You're going to allocate more time to John. You're going to give more of your resources to John because he can clearly handle the...
He's gonna convert
Exactly.
a lot more.
Exactly. So that's all eBay's doing for you.
Okay.
So like once you figure out how to best be on eBay's good side and work eBay's systems, because
Exactly.
everything's a game. Like once you know how to play eBay's game, you're cool, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I think I'm just starting to come into my own and figure out.
Exactly.
I had to get penalized to realize
To get there,
it,
yeah,
but
that's tough.
it's cool.
It all comes at
Yeah.
a cost. You
This
gotta
is cool.
take L's because they turned it down.
Yes, sir. It's cool. It's cool, for sure.
That's heat.
But hey, man, you gotta talk to me.
That's heat,
You gotta talk to me about this wholesale thing.
bro.
starting to feel different. I really hope I'm just tripping. Is it me? Is it something I'm missing? We gotta make it work for real. There's nobody in the way. It's gonna be different.